now listening to the Good Bad Advice Podcast with Stephanie and Chase.
Welcome, you guys.
Holding that, I was like, I wish you could have seen the.
I had my eyes closed because I was really feeling it, and then I opened and I just saw you holding on. I was like, wrap this up.
I was staring into darkness.
Diva. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, if I'm ever in a bad mood, I'm just gonna start. Hello.
Welcome, you guys, to the Good Bad Advice Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Chase.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we give unsolicited advice to people in the news. And we basically hang out with all of our good baddies.
Oh,
so hello to our good baddies.
Hello, good baddies.
Everyone was so kind to you for your birthday.
Yeah, I had a couple of people. One who was coming back from vacation. The other one who knew I wasn't going to be in work that day that said, I turned on your podcast because I wanted to feel like I was hanging out with you that day. And I was like, thank you.
Oh, that's why we do it.
You know what else I realized? It is episode 30 of the podcast. Last episode was episode 29, my last day as a 29-year-old.
You're fully into 30.
And now I'm fully into 30.
Are you Taylor Swift?
30. Am I
Are you a witch? Are we witches?
Are we witches?
Bink. Our fingers just touched.
Electricity.
I know. How is being 30? Now, give everybody the rundown of your birth.
Oh my gosh. My
Tell
30th
us about your
birthday
birthdays.
day was perfect. Traven totally understood the assignment.
Way to go, Traven. Snaps for
Yeah,
Traven,
snaps
everybody.
for Traven.
Snaps for Traven.
I walked downstairs. There was big 30 balloons all over the floor, which I was like, when did you do this?
I know. I live for a surprise balloon.
Like, surprise, there's balloons everywhere. He had gotten me flowers. He immediately placed a crown on my head, and I was like, thank you.
When we talk about understanding the assignment, fellas, if there's not a crown involved, you were really close, not quite there.
But you missed.
Missed opportune. Really try to nail that crown.
You could maybe get away with a sash.
Yeah, like if it's like a birthday sash, fine. Bejewel it.
But a crown? A tiara?
A tiara? More like a tiara.
Yeah, I was like, oh, thank you for understanding. Let me just adjust that on my head. Did you know Stephanie actually means crown of victory?
Obviously not, but I'm obsessed now.
The name means crown of victory.
But it's like to run away from problems.
Avoidance issues. And then we went and got breakfast. And then Traven had to go to work. And I was like, how dare you honestly go to work on my birthday?
Yeah.
But I did catch up on some reality TV, which was exactly what I wanted. Mm-hmm. And then we got a massage.
Dreamy.
And went to dinner at Mastra and American Fork, which is an amazing Italian place.
Delish.
So good. It actually, like, the food feels like you're eating in Italy. That's how fresh it feels. It's like handmade pastas. Ugh. Their lasagna is like a full plate of lasagna, and it's the best lasagna you'll ever have. Okay. Cannot recommend enough. And then we went home and watched the finale of Traitors.
We're going to recap that later, so we can't get too into it now.
It was amazing.
Amaze. You did leave me coming and visiting you out, so I'm going to try not to be offended.
Sorry, that was right before dinner.
It's okay.
Chase came over.
I'll just see myself out.
Yeah, okay.
Bye.
No, Chase came over and dropped off flowers. A beautiful bouquet. We'll post it in the carousel. Mm-hmm. And he gave me one of my favorite compliments. I don't even think you know this about me, but like you said, I made these flowers for you because you're yellow. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know what it is about that compliment, but like when people say I'm yellow, because I love yellow, I have never wavered from that being my favorite color.
Totally.
And it is the color of sunshine to me. Like,
oh my gosh, honey, you're getting teary-eyed.
No, it really is like the most special compliment to me.
Yeah, I said I had to do yellow because you're yellow and you're sunshine and you're everything happy.
Yellow, if you call me yellow and sunshine, I'm like,
I 1-2 punched you on that card. I knew you
really did. Like,
because everybody knows that Steph introduced me to the concept of like a happy box or like just a yellow of things. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, for her birthday, I was going to do all yellow stuff because I got you that bag, which was yellow, which I was like, okay.
You guys, Chase got me the.
I'm so happy
He's
because
now like 2 for 2 on getting me the cutest bags.
I know, but honey, you still have never used the one pack.
It's beautiful and it's
this bag that I think you're going to use more.
No,
It's a really
you get me something yellow, it's
I
in the
didn't mean to
running.
bring it up that way. I was saying I was going to do a yellow gift theme, but then the pajama set was not yellow. And I was like, I'm not going to just yellow on yellow. So we did yellow. I did all these yellow flowers and I grabbed them from Trader Joe's. And the lady was like, oh, so many yellow flowers, you wacko. And I was like, oh, it's actually my like favorite human's birthday. And she loves yellow. She introduced me to the concept of like a happy basket or just a yellow where you do whatever else. And she was like, can I take a picture of these so I remember that to do for my friends, like to just celebrate, give them a cheering up basket? And I was like, yes. So you are she worldwide, she international.
Miss Worldwide. No, I just feel like when I think of the person that I want to be, I don't necessarily like associate myself with sunshine or like yellow. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, that's who I am.
Do you know what I hear when you say sunshine? I think sunshine yellow. Turn the stupid fat rat yellow. Remember from Harry Potter? Yes. Sunshine mellow. No.
I just think when I think of people that I love and that I want to like personify and live like, they were yellow to me. And so when people say that,
don't catch this. Well, honey, we normally check off and then all of a sudden
I'm literally like getting teary-eyed being like, when I think of the people I love, they are yellow. And
you can't make this a social cut.
Chase
there can be no evidence.
Fixing his hair in his iPad.
Okay, here's the truth.
Self-camera.
Growing up, as soon as there's a mirror around, I was like, hold up. Got to just say hi to my friend.
To be quite honest, I'm not even offended. It was hysterical.
Well, as I was looking down, so I wasn't just looking at you. No, I was leaning down and one of my hair things just flopped down and I was like, oh no. So then I tried to put it back up and it just went straight up and I was like, hang on, I'm going to need to just do this. Normally we record at the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
And we're not recording at the butt crack of dawn. We are recording now in the afternoon because we also have to wrap this up so we can go celebrate your birthday tonight. Because Stephanie was so booked and busy for her birthdays.
It's true.
Minus a couple of people who decided not to say anything. Bees. Anyway, so I got today to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
I was like, last Thursday I was like, even though I'm not supposed to technically see you to celebrate your birthday until Tuesday, I'm still coming. I'm breaking the rules. I'm coming Thursday so I could celebrate you, give you flowers on your birthday.
Yeah.
But we're leaving tonight. As soon as this is over, we have a birthday dinner. We're going to the Move. We're doing a Stephanie and Chase original recipe.
Except that we look way more presentable than the original recipe.
100%.
Because we both had to come from our full-time jobs.
Fully. We're both wearing normal clothes.
To be clear, Chase and Stephanie, original recipe, dinner and a movie. We stop at a restaurant beforehand, oftentimes take it to go, sneak it into the restaurant under a blanket.
Under blankets, pillow, full
jacket,
sweatsuit, Birkenstocks, the furry Birkenstocks.
Makeup,
I have a question.
Bucket of popcorn.
Do we think that I wasn't even planning on talking about, but now it's relevant because
great.
The Airbnb that I'm going to, because I fly out Thursday to go see my kiddos with my mom. I'm so excited to travel with her. We're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be a blast. But the Airbnb that we got, it's a new one that I normally don't stay at, and they were like, "Hey, this is a slipper house. It's a shoe-free house." And so I was like, "Oh, okay, that's lame." So I was like, "Oh, well, I have like nice slippers." So I was like, "Oh, I'll wear those." But then I was at Nordstrom Rack yesterday, and I was looking at the Birkenstocks, the fuzzy Birkenstocks, and I have a pair, the green and the cream. The green Birkenstock with the cream. I don't
think those count as slippers.
I don't think they count as slippers either, but here's my thinking.
Unless you don't wear them outside.
But do you need... I do.
I think what it means is you cannot wear them outside. Inside.
I really was just saying the trip thing because that's why I was looking for slippers, but then I got distracted by the Birkenstocks. But I have a question. The furry slippers like that, the lifespan of those shoes are what, 2-3 years? I mean, you can't. At what point do you decide on their furriness? Do you know what I mean? Like an UGG. If you wear Uggs without socks, which I don't wear socks when I wear my Uggs.
No, I don't either.
How long, if it were like the fuzzy Uggs, how long until those get nasty? And you have to be like, actually, these are now to DI.
It depends on the person. Because like I have a tall UGG boot, not to the knees. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Britney Spears dancing over the knee.
No, I have like an ankle UGG boot that I mainly used for when we were potty training Wrigley. That I was like, I need a shoe that I can throw on. They're like my trash shoes.
Okay.
But I think, honestly, so long as you don't like have really sweaty feet and they stink,
I can still
you
use
can
them
keep them
because
like
they
2 to
had
3
them on
years.
sale there, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll go and get a new pair. It was like a blue, fuzzy blue pair. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll do that. Then I thought, no, Chase, you can use yours. And then as I was driving away, I thought, I haven't worn those in a hot minute. Is that a problem? Like, how long until they're bad?
They're fine.
Okay.
So long as you don't have like, smelly feet.
I don't have smelly.
Really?
Like crickets.
No, that wouldn't be my problem.
Yes. So normal Chase and Stephanie original recipe is like sweats, barely presentable, definitely possibly showered, possibly didn't shower, bringing food in, and then being on our phone being on our phone during the movie theater. I do not
think I will be on my phone during this movie.
I will 1000% not be. Thankfully, the last time I told you, like, I had Mexican, and so I was gassy, and I was like, I should get up and leave, but I couldn't. I was hooked. This time, now that I know what happens, and I know the storyline much better, I'll be like, okay, cool, I can leave. We
are seeing a movie that I have not seen the first one.
Oh, honey, at dinner, we'll just do everything you need to know about Dune 1 in 5 minutes.
Yeah, because there is too much reality TV for me to watch Dune 1.
Agreed.
Like, Zendaya was only in it for like 8 minutes. Like, I cannot bother to watch Dune 1.
She's in this one a lot more, so you'll be happy.
Exactly. That's why I'm happy to go to it. And Florence Pugh was in it.
Yes.
And like, I'm so excited to see
I know.
her.
I'm so glad that was part of my 3 GBs. Don't forget you have to do a 3 GB for this week because I have my 3 GBs.
Okay.
We forgot to prep that.
Yep.
But yes, that seeing Dune 1 and being like, I have to be able to share this literally did make me feel like, okay, 3 GBs, we have to be able to share it because it was so good. Not Dune 1, Dune 2. So I'm really excited to go see that with you tonight.
I've got mine.
But hot take, can you DoorDash at a movie theater? Probably not,
I don't
right?
think so.
Because I really want to do a milkshake, but every time I go to a Megaplex, their milkshake things taste funky. I really just want to sneak in an iceberg.
That's not a bad idea. Where's an iceberg near there?
No, I'd have to DoorDash it. Maybe I meet them in the parking lot. We'll keep you guys.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys abreast posted on that one.
Oh,
you could get one from Cubby's. They have good milkshakes.
Truth. We could do Cubs for dinner. You get to pick.
Cubs sounds kind of yummy.
I mean, you should anything, but we have to get the show moving because we can't also be too late because we got Chevette.
Do your good bats.
Yes, but first have the Lauren report from last week. The
Lauren
report.
The Lauren report.
Lauren report. Woo! We're working on it.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's a work in progress.
She had 2
Only
thoughts.
2?
Only 2.
Wow.
And one of them is really just saying AI is really harmful to visual artists and writers, and whatever you put into it, it learns and then exploits that. Meta admitted to using pirated works to train its AI system, which means a lot of writers' work has been stolen without their consent and plagiarized through AI, which is not cool. Did not know, but I don't think that's a correction, but I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, I did know this. I can't remember why we were talking about it. Anyway, keep going.
So then she says 2. Well, actually, there's 3. Sorry, I just thought she had a 3rd. The second one is speaking about the bodybuilder. Cows are considered sacred in India, and the slaughter of cows is illegal. Because remember we were saying, why not just eat more protein?
Oh.
So she goes, the slaughter of cows is illegal in most Indian states, which means that the bodybuilder could not eat beef. And so it may be another reason why he pursued alternative options, just a theory to consider, although magnets are seriously a terrible idea.
Good take, Lauren.
Good take, Lauren. Thank you for helping
everybody. Good take on that one.
3rd, back to the pod for a sec. She says, there are a lot of people who think that Noah Cyrus fabricated the relationship with Dominic Purcell. Purcell was in Trish's DMs way back in 2016, and Noah took Billy Ray's side during the divorce, even though through said divorce, the whole was his fault. So I thought that was interesting. Very interesting dynamic of the Miley Cyrus. I had a couple people write me about it. The Cyrus family drama.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's much more nuanced than people are making it out to seem, because I just can't imagine if I'm a parent that I would ever want to date my child's partner. It's weird. Regardless of how intimate they were.
It's weird.
Okay. My 3 GBs. My 3 GBs. So by way of reminder, because this is a new segment for everybody, this is each week we're going to list 3 things that we consumed that are either good or bad. And we're going to give you steer you to or steer you away. My first GB is old episodes of the TV series The Challenge. Steven and I have now cruised through 5 or 6 complete seasons in a week. No, but like 2-3 weeks maybe. Excellent TV. I don't know if I've already talked about it on the pod, but the flashback to the early 2000s, multiple tank tops, the chokers, the hair.
It's a blast from the past.
The vibe is fire. And so if you're looking for something to watch, I actually think a lot of it is not kid friendly. So I don't think it's something for the whole family. But my good is it's on Paramount Plus. You can go all the way back to season 10. We've done 8 seasons because we just finished season 18 last night. So we've done seasons 10 through 18 already, and we will keep watching them.
Whenever I think of The Challenge, I actually think of the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie, The Challenge.
Okay. Cool.
Which was very like Survivor reality kind of TV that they're on called The Challenge. And at the end of the movie, all of their boyfriends from their previous Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movies come, and that's my challenge. That's The Challenge.
I'm into
That's
it.
the name of the movie.
I'm into it.
It's those movies shaped my childhood so much.
Yes,
the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movies.
I was going to after high school. I had gotten accepted to NYU, and I was like really thinking of going there. They denied my deferment for my mission, so I ultimately went to BYU. But I really thought about going there in large part because the Olsen twins were there, and I would tell everybody like I don't know how people didn't know I was a homosexual. Given that in high school I was like, I want to go to NYU because that's where Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen are. And they're like, hey,
Ashley
good luck on your
Olsen
mission.
They're like, return with honor.
Actually, hey kiddos, the code word this year will be Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. That's the code word. I had to pay Charlotte out $80 for all of the code words that she'd written me because she just listened 1 week to like 4 episodes. So now I have a new rule. It's $10 a code word, and you have to do it within that week's episode.
That's a good idea.
So there's no stockpiling and then out a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. Okay. Do your other good bads.
Okay. I then have a bad.
Okay.
I hate to say this, but The Woman in the Wall, a Showtime series. It's based on a true story about, I don't remember if I talked about it. I've talked about the show a couple of times. So if I've already talked about it on the show, I apologize. But with the girl Alice from Luther, Ruth Wilson.
Oh, you did kind of mention this last week.
Yeah. So was that one of my bads?
No, I don't think it was
I was just saying that I watched it.
You were watching it.
I tried again. Steven was gone, and so I was like, I think I'll try to finish this episode. Tried watching some of it by myself. Do not recommend. It was really, really not good.
Yikes.
And then my good is actually, we bonded early on with The Toast, the podcast The Toast. Claudia Oshry and Jackie Oshry host this. They're sisters. And their episode about the Oscars, I'm going to say that's a good. So if you're going to just go listen to another podcast, listen to the one that says affirming our Jewishness. Mm-hmm. They are Jewish queens. They talk about some of the controversy in the Oscars related to some of the pins that were being worn, some of the speeches. They talked really articulately about one of the perspectives regarding a ceasefire. I just found the episode, without being political, for us being political, they have more stake in the game. But I just would really recommend that episode. I actually told you about it before, saying, hey, did you listen to it? Because it's very rare that I find people that can articulate a position really artfully and completely without being boring as heck. And you know what I mean? Like, it's entertaining. And so I was actually listening.
Also, they are very much not a political podcast either.
No, not at all. But they're political.
Their stake in this conversation is high. Mm-hmm. And so I think...
And I have a couple of Jewish friends that I know and have talked to about it, but not a ton. So I don't have a lot of exposure to the conflict. And so hearing the different perspectives I thought was really helpful. Yeah. So good, bad, and good were my 3 GBs.
My good, I'll start with, is bagels.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You guys, I made homemade bagels out of my sourdough starter. For those of you who don't use yeast and don't like make bread and don't do any of that, I am with you. I am that person. I find yeast to be the worst ingredient to work with. It is so frustrating.
She sent me pictures of these bagels, you guys.
I'll put it on
Get
the
her in a
carousel.
bakery.
Traven was like Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, totally.
Except because you'd have to commit to the British accent the whole time. And I'm like, oh, that's my favorite pastime, love. I'd love to. But then they'd ask where I'm from, and I'd be like, Wales.
Like Cheshire, dear. Came from the Cheshire, came from Cockney.
But they can like totally tell the difference in like British accents.
Yeah, of course. Just like we can say New York,
you're
Southern,
from the South.
Texas,
So I'm like, they would be so confused.
And you just keep mixing it up.
And I just keep going.
Yeah, no, the shrimp on the barbie.
It's good in it. It's good in it.
Good in it.
Good in it.
Hey, it's really good in it.
Yeah.
Kind of do a little Irish.
So yeah, if you would like to start making bread, bagels, English muffins, get yourself a sourdough starter. It is so much easier than using yeast. I promise you, if I can do it. I know this is like the most cliche phrase.
If I can
do it, there's nothing to it.
I'm only human, and I bleed when I fall down.
I'm only human. Anyway, if I can do it, you can do it. I swear.
You can do it.
But I am now obsessed. Now every morning I'm like, let me just slice up my bagel that I made.
I low-key, I know you didn't bring them today because it's in the afternoon, but I low-key was so looking forward.
I
bought
need to bring you
whipped cream cheese so that I could have, because I was going to toast it and then eat it on the pod. So next week, next Tuesday, we will bring them. So plan, because I can't do Monday because I'm in Boston. Just scheduling in real time. So we'll have to do it.
You know what? You will get an episode.
You'll get an episode at some point, you guys.
March,
you don't realize how hard this is for us to totally fit some of these in. Are you traveling next? Oh, because when do you leave?
Tuesday.
In the morning?
I can't remember.
Oh my gosh, maybe I'll have to have I have no idea. I was going to say, maybe I'll have a guest. I have literally no idea how to do it on the back end. And you can't do it on the front end because you can't get into here.
We'll get an episode.
We got it.
You'll get an episode.
Baby, he's got it.
Oh, my second good was Tillamook cream cheese. Shout out Tillamook. Please sponsor me.
Okay.
I buy 2 or 3 of their strawberry cream cheese every time I go to this grocery store. Last time I went, they were out, and I had checked 2 grocery stores. Could not find it. I thought we were having a national shortage. I was unwell. Traven did find me too last night, so I got to have my bagel with my strawberry cream cheese this morning.
Amaze.
My third, speaking of yeast,
infections.
No.
And I just don't know where you're going with it, so I thought I'd hit it.
No, I'm not going to talk about
yeast,
having a
I've
yeast
been
infection.
sick for a while. Speaking of yeast, you need to take 5 and go to the bathroom.
I love sharing my life with you so much. I pray that I will never get to a point that I will talk to you.
The day you share about a yeast infection is the day that we absolutely take a break from the podcast.
That we absolutely
go. We need to recalibrate.
Just one second.
Yeah, a second. Are you insane? Please stop. This is on the air. Carrying on. So speaking of yeast, I love where you're going to go with this.
My mom.
Oh my gosh, you're going to bring Molly into this?
No, but any situation that's happening down there, whether it's, whatever ailment that comes, her and her sister call it Jive-Gina Jumbo.
I want to unhear that.
No,
I want to unhear that because I know Carrie and I know Molly and I can't.
Funny.
I'm going to see them again at some future point and have to be like.
No, but they're just like whenever you have a situation down there. Jive-Gina Jumbo. No, what I was going to talk about yeast-wise.
Yeah.
Is, okay, I've been getting these this is helpful information. I've been getting these very dry patches under my makeup. I don't really notice them until the end of the day. And I'm like, why is my makeup separating? It's mostly right around my eyebrows, a little bit on my inner cheek. And I got served a random video yesterday because TikTok is listening. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been talking about my dry skin. And it turns out I probably have something called seborrheic dermatitis, which when you see it.
Degree.
Yes, it's called Cedric Diggory. And when you see it, you try and treat it with moisturizer, but it's not due to that. It's due to like the yeast that's naturally on your skin is overproducing. Mm-hmm. And so now my good and maybe bad, I have to wash my face with Head and Shoulders with a dandruff shampoo because dandruff shampoo has antifungal stuff in it.
Okay.
So I've literally been washing my face with dandruff shampoo. So if you think that you might have this, look it up because my skin actually looks way better.
Your skin looks great.
I used it 2 or 3 times since I found this out, and my skin is looking way better. I'm like, oh, cool. Well, Head and Shoulders.
Well, those are 3 really good.
You're welcome.
Really good tips for me. So can't wait. Thank you for that.
No, your skin is not dry. Actually, it also though, if you have the type of acne that's like under the surface, but it's just like little bumps, that's also a type
Honey,
of...
you keep saying that looking at my forehead. I don't have that.
No, you don't. I'm just looking at your forehead because it's on your forehead.
But you know what? This is what it looked like to me. And then if you're one of the people who end up having like acne that's like little bumps under their skin, looking at you, homeboy, I'm like, that ain't me either.
Yeah, but if it's just like where there's no head, it's not like ones that you can pop, but you can see surface, like just bumpies.
Yeah.
Head and Shoulders.
Got it. Clocked
Start
it.
putting it on your face.
On your fotch.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we get into some stories?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so cognizant of time. I'm going to be like the time Nazi today.
No, literally every
Speaking
single
of
time.
Nazis, so we talked about the Oscars. Not to get political. We're not going to be political about the Oscars. It was actually very political, and we're steering clear of that. So instead, we're going to talk about the best and worst dressed.
Oh, yes, please.
You sent me the article from CNN with some of the best and worst looks here. We were going to go through some of them. Here's the general takeaway. Lackluster, disappointing.
So boring.
But I want you to share when we get to the person who you sent me to TikTok about. I want you to share that because I think that's so beautiful.
You know what? It did occur to me when I saw both of them next to each other before I saw that video. And I'm just happy that somebody else saw that too.
Yes. Okay. Here
we will explain.
I have a question. So here is Michelle Yeoh. She won last year for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Balenciaga. Did you notice that it's folded down with the tag showing? I do not think that was tailored properly to her. I know Balenciaga has been doing a thing because Kim Kardashian's been featured a couple of times with the tags on, but they're like leather tags dangling. They look like a statement. This looks like a mistake.
No, it's very intentional, but I feel like
I don't like it.
Balenciaga is going, yeah, people are still wearing our clothes.
Yeah, that must be. Okay, Divine Joy, who I
liked this.
Love. I think she's gorgeous. I also saw The Holdovers. I thought she was fantastic in it.
We also will post a link to the article that we are going through.
So you can follow
kind of follow along. That like very periwinkle blue was kind of trendy.
Yes,
gorgeous.
Agreed. Kind of like a very light...
like my nails.
Yes, but a little lighter than that. Okay, Greta Lee, I cannot handle how absolute stunning she is. Mm-hmm. I find her just to be breathtaking. I also think her acting is insane. So Greta Lee really knocked it out the park. Lily Gladstone was underwhelming. I mean, most of these people are really underwhelming, to be honest. But let's talk about
the outfits were underwhelming.
Her, Margot Robbie.
I was expecting Margot Robbie to come out in a holiday special edition Barbie outfit.
Yes.
I think most people were, given that, excuse me,
most
of her awards season looks were vintage Barbie looks. Agreed. They were all very much like recreated Barbie looks. She was in black. American Ferrera shows up in pink.
Yes.
And I did think this, but I saw a video about it and sent it to Chase, which is that Margot has been like the one who is nominated at all award season. American Ferrera wearing pink on the carpet. American Ferrera was
America Ferrera.
America? What do I keep saying?
You keep saying American.
American Ferrera.
American Ferrera.
American Ferrera. That's
American
funny.
Ferrero Shea always says.
American Ferrero Rocher. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, that's like a drag name.
American Ferrero Rocher.
Yes.
That's
actually a really good drag name.
Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
That's dibs. TM.
Yeah. Dang it. Okay.
She showed up in a pink, very similar silhouette, rhinestone outfit. And pretty much the statement is that Margot is no longer the center of attention in this situation and wanted to give the spotlight to America.
Yeah, we're going to post
that.
I'm going to post that TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a really beautiful way to say, like, hey, look, a lot of people are saying underwhelmed until you look at the bigger picture. And Margot Robbie, the night was not about her because she wasn't nominated, but America Ferrera was. Mm-hmm. And thus the kind of role reversal I thought was beautiful because I thought America Ferrera looked great.
She looked gorgeous.
How did we feel about Ariana Grande's look and why do we hate it? I'll tell you why I hate it. First off, it is not good.
I saw
Secondly,
a tweet that said,
the hair.
This is when I take my comforter out to the couch.
And you wrapped yourself up in your sheets and you take your comforter out to the couch.
Yeah.
And the hair was a lot.
Yeah.
It was not great. So I didn't love that. Carey Mulligan, classic.
Oh,
gorge,
I loved.
Beautiful. I also kind of love that hair.
Classic
it's a little,
in a not boring way, though.
It's a little Mother of the Bride hair, but she made it look, the whole ensemble reads
a bob.
A whole bob.
It's a bob.
It's a bob and it's a bop. Mm-hmm. With a P.
I loved hers. Wasn't a fan of really like any men's looks. It was very like 70s silhouette.
Yeah, I wasn't loving. But Melissa McCarthy in
brooches though. All of the men had brooches on.
Yeah. Well,
brooches
all like,
or a pin. But like they had a brooch on. It was weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we bringing back brooches?
Melissa McCarthy, stunning.
Oh, as always,
gorgeous.
We talk about her.
I'm obsessed.
Her styling
I love
is
her.
always on point.
Greta
Gerwig
looked really great. But then we need to talk about a couple of these women.
Yeah.
So Florence Pugh and Emily Blunt did the floating arm straps.
I liked those.
They were okay.
I don't think it's like as innovative as you think.
At the Vanity Fair Oscar party was nipples out.
Nipples out?
Fully
nips
on
out?
display.
Free the nip?
Along with like 6 other women who just were showing. I'm a free the nip kind of guy. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like there should be a little bit of like a warning. May contain boobies.
I have not seen the... Here's my thing with the Oscars lately, though. I feel like the Vanity Fair party after, there's actually way better looks.
Agreed. Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, I feel like I need to go through and look at those versus the Oscar red carpet, which are
meh. And the other nice thing about the Oscars the other nice thing about the Oscar party opposed to the Oscars is that most of the people who are going to the Oscars are nominated, and so there's a lot of, they're doing press, they're really anxious, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, but the people that come to the Oscars Vanity Fair party are most of the time they're just celebrities. They get to kind of show up and show out.
Yeah.
Like it gets to be about them.
And they didn't have to sit
the
there
last
for
looks
4
we really
hours.
need to talk about. Emma Stone.
Gorgeous.
Such a beautiful color. She was in custom Louis Vuitton. I then thought, oh yeah, Becky G. She performed. This vibe of like the fabric around the waist that's different than the bodice.
The ruching.
With then the whatever. Okay, great. Jennifer Lawrence, someone else already wore a dress really similar to this to one of the award shows.
Dots.
Not great. Lupita Nyong'o,
Love
great. Emily Blunt looked fire. There's America Ferrera.
Ooh, Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo, I love. I love that she's there. Was she nominated for something?
No, I just think because of Wicked, they got her. They got her and Ariana invite.
Agreed. Trying to think if there's anybody else. Danielle Brooks looked great.
Anna Taylor-Joy was good.
I don't know. Oh, we had talked about Billie Eilish.
Yep.
And her performance, again, meh. To me.
I thought it was pretty.
Yeah, pretty.
That song
the song is beautiful. I'm glad it won. She, though, actually, I will say, this Chanel look.
Let me see it again. Yeah.
Gorge.
Gosh.
I mean, she's wearing that stupid
that dark
pin.
hair on her is so good.
And the lips, the makeup, the vibe, the oversized collar, I love.
She's doing it.
And Lauren, don't come for me for the pin comment. I don't want to hear it. Love you, but I know I offhanded said that. I don't want to comment on that. Okay, some of the misses. Haley Seinfeld.
What?
What happened? Why? Why do we do this?
I don't like that.
Hang on, there was someone else that I saw. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Andrea Riseborough.
Oh, that's the one who had the tartan bleeding.
Hello. Not
it looks
good.
photoshopped.
It looks photoshopped, which we're going to get into in our next story. But not my favorite. Hang on, there was another person when I was combing through this that I was like, oh, wait. I want to make sure we talk about them. Oh, Vanessa Hudgens debuted her baby bump, which is cool.
And did you see Zac Efron commented on her photo?
No.
He said, like, so happy seeing you doing well. Or, like, something like that. Like, which oftentimes the High School Musical cast does not engage with each other.
Yeah,
so
interesting.
They're
like don't know them. We do have to take a minute and talk about Jamie Lee Curtis. First off, gorgeous.
She makes me never want to touch my face.
Yes, I think she's so absolutely stunning.
Not doing Botox, not doing anything. Like
she's not pulling anything. She's not tucking it. I mean, it just
gorgeously.
Yes, it's just take care of yourself. But also relatable queen because she presented an award and then bailed and was asked why. And she reports, because I just wanted a burger and to be in my sweats and in my bed. So I left. And I was like, 1000%.
So I left.
Queen.
Which, by the way, I think that she actually will get an award next year for The Bear. I think she'll be nominated for The Bear.
I would love that because I think she was excellent. Oh, man, Marlee Matlin. Okay, dress. Very like you're going to a wedding. But did you see when Laverne Cox is interviewing her and her translator is there because she's deaf, so she's signing. And Laverne Cox puts the microphone to Marlee Matlin, and Marlee Matlin has to like direct by pushing the microphone to the interpreter and does a look, and you're like, oh, uncomfy moment.
Painful things like that.
Okay, this is the other dress that I thought was terrible. And I'm typically a Julianne Hough fan.
I am not.
When I say fan, I mean I'm not like against her. Yeah, she's just. But this was so unflattering to me.
Let me see it.
How is she pregnant?
Oh.
And what is this Party City? Was that a backdrop that they just were like, oh, hang on, I'll do a plain white dress. We were just celebrating my grandma's 80th.
It's not wonderful.
I don't like it.
It's so boring for it to be so bad.
And they were also pants. So like overly flowy pants. She's too pretty to look terrible. That reminds
you of like when you're a kid and you wear your dad's sweatpants, but they're too long, so you pull them all the way up
underneath your neck. Yes. My general advice is you guys are way too pretty to dress so ugly. If you're gonna be pretty, just dress pretty. You don't have to be over the top, but like I think we could put a little effort in.
My other thing too is like, when you are Hollywood thin, you have way more opportunities to like approach style in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Because people will just be like, oh, they look great because they're thin, and we like thin bodies in society. And so I'm like, I wish you just would have tried a little harder.
Speaking of comparing the Oscars to Vanity Fair party, there's Margot Robbie at the Vanity Fair party.
Yeah, no, that's
goddess, queen,
so amazing.
Perfect. Emma,
gorgeous.
Gorge. Lily Gladstone,
amazing. Kind of boring.
But look at Divine.
Like
Gorge. Like she went from the blue moment, the very light blue, baby blue.
Is there like a dress code at the Oscars these days?
Look at Danielle Brooks. Gorge.
Vava
also,
Voom.
her Vava Voom is right. Greta Lee, stunning. Hang on, I wanted to show you. Look how cute America Ferrera American Ferrero Rocher. I'm glad that really is America. Hang on, I'm going to show you though. We can't show these on the air. I don't think it's gonna. Not a good look for J Law.
No.
But hang on, I got to show you this one. Kylie, gorge actually in my mind. But I got to find. There's Shirley. Look at Anna Taylor-Joy. Like they really knew how to do. Look at Cynthia Erivo. We're gonna put a lot of these people up there. But look at Kim.
Gosh.
I mean, really, these people are hitting it. But I have to get to. Oh, look at Demi Lovato speak blast from the past.
Wow, she looks great.
She looks angry, but she looks great. Okay, Lindsay Lohan was there. Vanessa Hudgens was there. Emily Ratajkowski was there. Chloe Bailey was there. Hang on, I gotta just have to show you. I may have to do it.
While you find it, I will say, just in regards to Oscars in general, the biggest, like I would say, shocker of the night was, for most people, was Emma Stone winning for
we thought she was gonna win.
Everybody else thought Lily Gladstone was gonna win, which is why she was shooketh when she won. She did not think she was gonna win.
Okay, there's Nipples won.
Oh.
Okay, keep going.
Otherwise, pretty much everybody thought Oppenheimer was going to win most things.
And it did. It did really well. The I'm Just Ken
production ones.
The I'm Just Ken was phenomenal.
Oh, if you haven't seen the I'm Just Ken performance, do yourself a favor and Google it. It was in reference to Marilyn Monroe's Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend performance, where she's in pink and everybody around her is in suits.
Yep.
That was wonderful and lovely, and he really was so good in Ken. You do forget, like, his character. Whoa!
Anita with just a straight up nipple.
Isn't she dating Jeremy Allen White?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pair.
I think they are.
Hang on, I have to get to Florence Pugh. She was the one who I was like.
Otherwise, there's a very cute video of Emma Stone.
Yeah,
she's like in the
speech
back.
was really cute.
She's in the back, talking to somebody, and then she sees that Poor Things is winning an award, and she, like, in her tight dress, scoots around a room, like, hurry and hustles to a TV so she can see what they're winning for. Which she honestly deserved it for Poor Things. I have talked in length about Poor Things on this podcast, but it's a great movie with a lot of nudity in it. So
a lot of nudity. I saw it was up as one of, like, I could rent it, and I was like, oh, I guess I could rent it. Okay, I gotta do Florence Pugh.
I want you to watch it because I do think the rest of the movie was so good, and the parts that are I can see your nipples.
We can see your nipples. It's saying hello.
Says hello.
Hello. I'm Florence Pugh's nipple. Normally I'm covered, but right now I'm not.
Honestly,
I'm making an appearance.
Normally it's not covered.
She looks gorge. I honestly think Florence Pugh, you'll see her in Dune 2. She is rapidly becoming in my top 3.
Oh, she's
I think
amazing.
she has a cool vibe. I think she has
ever
cool
since
flavor.
Little Women, I've been like, oh, she's incredible.
Okay, we had talked a little bit about, we've gone through so many photos now. Generally, guys, please, like, you're right. You guys have so much money. You're also Hollywood thin. We expect better. I want Met Gala.
Try harder.
At the Oscars. I want you to try harder.
Do better, try harder.
Speaking of photos that need try a little harder. Okay, so to recap, everybody, I actually saw this really funny TikTok of someone trying to explain to their husband who Kate Middleton was, to explain the controversy, and they kept being like,
yeah, I've done this at work.
They're like,
this week.
So Kate Middleton's married to the guy who was on Oprah? No, that was Harry. He's married to William. William's the king. No, Charles is the king. William's
explaining this to people is a good way for them to think that you have way too much time on your hands.
And for you to, like, be looking at other people with these kind of, like, sad eyes.
Yeah,
that are like,
put some red strings on this backdrop, and that's us.
Totally.
Talking about this.
For those of you that don't know, King Charles, so Elizabeth's son, ascended to the throne less than a year ago, or maybe a year or so ago. His son, William, heir to the throne, is married to Kate Middleton. Weeks ago, if not months ago, Kate Middleton underwent surgery, abdominal surgery, and spent 13 days in the hospital. And then slowly but surely, a whole bunch of conspiracy theories came out, because the day that she entered into the hospital is the same day that King Charles announced pancreatic cancer.
Yep.
And a lot of people have conspiracies.
And it was very sudden and not scheduled.
And we all know that the palace is very careful about the things. It's very heavily curated. All of their statements are heavily curated. Their timing, I mean, their PR team works overtime.
Yeah.
So a lot of conspiracies out. Kate
Middleton has not been seen since. Which is alarming as a public figure. This is a person who would give birth and within hours have to walk out to a balcony
and greet the
and show
people.
their baby
Yes.
and greet the people. She has not been seen for
weeks, if not longer than months.
I think months.
Yes. So
it's alarming.
It's alarming because she posts on their social media a picture of her with the kids, because in the UK they were celebrating Mother's Day earlier this week. And the internet did its internet thing.
Yeah.
Well, two things. One, internet began doing its thing, and they found out that this photo had been heavily photoshopped.
Yeah.
More concerning was that Reuters, Daily Mail,
Associated Press
did a kill order on the photo, because they're sort of
they pretty much were like, this photo is AI.
Yeah, they're major outlets, and they then distribute their content to a bunch of the other affiliates, which is how like most of the time that we get things. But the main people put a kill order on the thing. On the photo. The main thinking is that you're right. It is AI, is what they're claiming. That it's an AI. That there's Charlotte's hair is longer than it's supposed to be and would have naturally grown.
Leaves
Her
in the
teeth are
background
different.
are green.
The leaves are different. There's just certain things that don't. Wait, what are you giggling at?
I saw a tweet that said, Kate Middleton has really just been in hiding, trying to get a graphic design degree, and she really just wanted to show us her work.
And so William's like, honey, what are you going to do? The picture. And then she's like, please, William, let me please just show my thing. Nobody will notice. And he's like, no. Father, please let her post a picture.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories about this entire thing. My current favorite.
I was just going to look up one,
is there is like a queen's cousin's son who recently died from, trigger warning, suicide. But he died from he died from a gunshot wound. When it came out, the palace then released a statement and was like, William had nothing to do with it. Why'd you have to bring that up?
Agreed.
Why'd you have to bring that up? So there is a conspiracy theory that this person and Kate were having an affair, which like William openly is having an affair with somebody. If you know royal news, there is a mistress that has basically been like slowly, there's been think pieces coming out about her, and like this week there was a piece that came out of like, who's this girl? Like father, like son, I suppose. Pretty much my favorite theory is that he murdered this person and possibly murdered Kate. Or she's in a torture chamber with the crown jewels.
Wait, you really think Kate's dead?
Maybe.
Whoa. My conspiracy, though, my favorite one so far is that she was obligated to give part of her pancreas to
I have heard that one.
Charles, and that the surgery did not go well, and so it's
prostate cancer though.
Is it prostate or pancreatic?
I thought he has prostate. In which case,
no, it is prostate, because
she can't do anything
someone on a
about
video was like, "Hang on, what did he end up doing?" And it was like, she can't give a prostate. She don't got one. She don't got one of those. So correction, it's prostate cancer, not pancreatic. That's right. I get my P's mixed up.
Well, and some people have just said no. It's just like she probably got a colostomy bag and like.
She could have had whatever.
Also, originally, it was like, oh, no, she's gotten like some nips and tucks. There's also I saw a video from a British.
She could have done the Carrie Underwood.
A British creator who said like, she got a BBL bunda. She got a big bunda, which is what they call a big bum, a bunda.
Now, the kill order is interesting. But then Kate's apology is even more interesting, because it's like, as an amateur photographer, I was trying my hand at some editing. Hold up, homegirl. I love you.
None of us believe.
But there's no possible way in HE double hockey sticks that the palace was saying, hey, should we vet that photograph? Kate's going to edit it. The Princess of Wales will be editing the photo instead of the team of people that curate content.
She has even touched a cell phone in the last 5 years.
Cell phones and carbs.
It's so unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I saw a TikTok yesterday that was like, produce this white woman now. Like, where is she? She walked outside of the hospital right after she gave birth. Where is she?
Yes, I love
That's why I'm like, she's in a torture chamber with the crown jewels. Like London Bridge is falling down. Where
Torture
is
chamber
she?
with the crown jewels. That's my favorite.
It's so alarming that she has not been seen. And William just keeps going out and doing activities.
So many weird things. Yes, that's the other thing too. It's very much Gone Girl.
And they keep being like, he had nothing to do with it. Like,
there was a funny...
Why do you keep saying that?
There's a funny meme of it being Gone Girl, and it shows William in the shower. You know the very end scene of Gone Girl?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, can we take a minute? I don't know if we'll get a close-up on that. Here's the thing. I feel very proud of the gifts I got Stephanie for her birthday.
Yeah,
I crushed.
Good.
Like, I really crushed.
Uh-huh.
When she showed me a gift that her dumb friend Gabby gave her of a Stanley lid cap that is a cowboy hat, and I was so instantly jealous. It was before Stephanie opened up my gifts, and I was like, yeah, you can go ahead and just open my gifts.
And I like to do it where I flick it off.
Yeah.
Like a cowboy hat. Like
Gabby, I would love one.
I think she has an extra.
Well, I don't want it to be an extra. I want to be this was intentionally bought for Chase. And I've never met you.
So she has an extra one that she would be like, I would love to give this to Chase.
Perfect. I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay. Dolly Parton says that she believes that Beyonce recorded a Jolene cover for her upcoming album, Act 2 Carter Country, or Country Carter.
As I texted all of my friends this link to this article, and I cannot stress this enough, okay?
Yeah.
The way... She also
Can we
is
also
now...
just look at her look? Look at this look. February 24th, she's at New York Fashion Week in February. I mean, are we ready for country Beyonce?
She is now, it's called Act 2 Cowboy Carter.
Cowboy Carter, yeah.
Oh,
Cowboy Carter, not Country Carter, yeah.
Going to be my personality. Like, see me on March 29th in cowboy boots and a hat. And I'm going to be toting this around.
Is it March 29th?
March 29th.
So it's this month. It's in 2 weeks, effectively. Yes. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited.
And here's the thing. Dolly Parton, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you believe?
She would have
had to explicitly ask you to put that on
an album. Well, not really. Not for rights, because she would just have royalties. She'd have a licensing deal on it. But her team's handling it.
You have to have... to put it on an album where you are profiting off of it, she would have to ask for permission.
Not true. I love you, but Gentry does a whole bunch of covers. You just do it through a licensing agency, and then they just get residuals. But I think because Jolene is so... Yeah, you can cover anybody's song because of music rights.
What stops it from her being like, you can't cover Jolene?
It's not
owns her, like she owns it.
Yeah, she has the copyright on it, but then you license it out, and certain things are just registered for licensing, which is why Miley Cyrus did Jolene, which is why like Pentatonix is Jolene. But
Miley said that Dolly gave her explicit permission to
I think for a song like Jolene, that is so classically Dolly, it would be totally lame for someone as huge as Beyonce to not get permission.
And she said that they've texted.
Yeah, which is why I think but it's a little weird for her to say, I believe. I think what she's saying is she got permission from me to do the song. I think it will be on the new album. I don't know if it'll make the cut or not. Obviously, Dolly Parton hasn't seen the set list or the track list.
I need it so bad.
I would love, because what I kind of love.
Even if it's sampled.
Is I love Texas Hold'em.
Oh.
But I love also thinking about where is she going to go within the country genre of more storytelling.
Yep.
Because I think she's a phenomenal storyteller. # the Lemonade album.
Oh, yeah.
And so or even Beyonce, Flawless, yep. Pretty Hurts. I mean, there's some really beautiful storytelling. So I'm really, really excited. I did not realize it was March 29th.
March 29th.
What are we going to do to celebrate? Should we do, when Taylor Swift's new albums came out, Emily, our friend Emily did like a listening party and everybody came in Taylor Swift things. We had Taylor Swift food. Should we plan a Beyonce?
Go down.
Wait.
Do
we do a Beyonce hoedown release party and we rent a space? Do I talk to Megan and do it in the greenhouse? We didn't even talk about the baby shower. We should talk about that at some point.
Oh, yeah.
We should do a listening party.
If we did a hoedown,
it ain't
like hay bales.
Woo.
Everybody comes in country western.
We could throw it. We could pull it off in 2 weeks. Oh, dang. In 2 weeks, that would be...
March 29th.
I know, I'll be out of town.
Where are you going?
Logan. Steven's on tour.
When, where? Why?
It's his Easter tour. Right before Easter, talk about a resurrection. Talk about God being good. It's coming out on Bad Friday, coming out on Good Friday. Wait, it's coming out on Good Friday. It has to be then.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's Taylor Swift level stuff.
Yeah.
Good for her. Our advice, if you would like to come to a country hoedown, we will find a space and throw a Beyonce album release party.
Could you do it actually? Because
you could throw it without me.
Hoedown. I can't do it with a hoedown. I can't do a hoedown with a hoedown.
No. I'll have to double check. I need to see if it's just a Saturday twofer. I think the rehearsal's Friday night, so I could just leave Saturday early morning.
Listen, I'll do it at my house with my 2 friends that I have.
No. I can bring the crowd, but I'm wondering about a venue.
I feel like a hoedown, you do like sloppy joes. You do
full blown like corn.
We're doing
brisket, baked beans.
We get
ribs, coleslaw.
No, that would be so.
That'd be so fun to do a full. Wait, I need to put this down on our book. Down, release, party. We'd have to get a venue really quick. So I'll call my contacts. We've got 10 minutes.
Got it.
10 minutes.
We've got 10 minutes.
Yes. Oh no, I'm being so good on time. I'm normally not a time police, but I'm being it good because we have a movie to go to and we have dinner and we have party.
Yep.
Now, we need to do a recap. So this is spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So if you don't want a traitor spoiler alert, thank you for listening in. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
God, thank God they're gone. Who's not current on Traitors? You know what I mean? It's just like, losers. Okay, let's recap it. And then I want to go through, this is a list of the top 30 people that they'd like to see on Traitors season 3.
I love
and
this
then
idea.
We add some of our people.
Good idea.
1, the finale. Let's walk everybody through it. Going into the final episode, there were 5 contestants left, 5 players left.
Yep.
2 traitors. Mm-hmm. There was Kate from Below Deck. And there was Phaedra from Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine.
Yes.
Fame. Then there were 6 players because then there were 4 faithfuls left. There was Trishelle and CT from Challenge, Sandra from Survivor, MJ from Shaws of Sunset. Mm-hmm. Which, don't let me forget. Yeah, I was just, wood. You look like wood. So going in, they knew Phaedra was a traitor.
Yeah.
They just knew it.
Yep.
But they really wondered, are there 2 traitors left? Which likely going to be 2 traitors left.
Yes.
And so Kate really does a wonderful job at
Masterful.
Phaedra owes Kate that round.
Yep.
Because she was able to convince people. No, we got it wrong.
You're the one talking.
Sorry, the collective we. Phaedra had already been eliminated.
Phaedra got eliminated at the beginning of that episode.
So it was Sandra, Kate,
CT,
and Trishelle. And
Mercedes.
No, and who was the person that died? Who did Kate kill?
Sandra.
No, she didn't. They voted Sandra out.
Wait, what? Oh, she killed
Sheree.
Sheree, yes.
So Kate kills Sheree, so they know there's a traitor around. Mm-hmm. When they go, Kate is able to convince them. Now they're all pretty sure it's Kate, but she's able to convince them that it's also Sandra.
Yeah, but she turned CT and Sandra against each other.
Yes,
in a way that I'm
masterfully.
Like,
it was so crazy that she was able to execute that. So they end up voting out Sandra. Who is I felt gutted for, honestly. Yeah. I'm a huge Parvati fan from Survivor, so the rivalry between Parvati and Sandra always made me like Sandra less. But watching her sheer panic of being eliminated, knowing that she was going to be eliminated, that was really, really heartbreaking. Yep. In any event, so they eliminate Sandra, and then it goes to the final 4. They all go to the fire pit. They know they're going to get rid of Kate, and so they do eliminate Kate.
Yep.
So now it's only faithfuls left, which means they could end the game and split the $210,000. They need to walk away with about 70.
I have to tell you, the second they eliminated Kate, I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if they turned against
each other?
And Traven goes,
that's
what?
What they did. Because Trishelle and CT, now this is coming from someone who has watched CT be eliminated from Challenge multiple seasons because he gets in a fight because he cannot control his temper as like a early 20s dude. So now he's like full grown into a man. I don't know if he's married and has kids, but I'd love to know.
He's a man.
He's a man. So seeing him and Trishelle, who did not get along on the show, work together, and they do what people do in the challenge. They do anything to win as much money as possible. And so they throw reds in. And MJ's face, when she thinks that she's in the clear and Alan Cummings is going to...
from everyone in the room.
Literally, MJ's face is
horrified.
like, oh my... We need to put that meme up for our carousel.
She just is like...
Her face is gooped.
No, she... Reza really yelled, you had 19 abortions on TV, for her to look more shocked in that moment on TV.
Agreed.
I was like, she genuinely has never been betrayed like this before.
No. And when they then... So she thinks it's Trishelle. So she votes Trishelle. CT votes MJ, which is clearly the plan. And Trishelle votes... CT. For the gag, I mean, a phenomenal job to create excellent TV because CT's face is gooped. MJ's face is gooped. They have to re-vote.
If I was MJ, I would have been like, she thinks you're a traitor. Let's vote her off. You think MJ did not play that well at all.
Tommy, her husband, went on social media yesterday and said, I just want to be clear. Shams, their son. And I told her that she would not be allowed back in the house if she did not win. She did not win. We still let her back in because we are men of God. But honestly, she did not deserve to win because she played a terrible game. And I've said that to her face. She played to survive. She did not play to win. And I was like, the call is coming from inside the house. That's really, honestly, an astute observation.
But here's the thing. CT should have won. I appreciated that.
Agreed. Trishelle should have won.
No.
Yes, she was the one who got everybody onto Phaedra. She was the one who, when Phaedra moved the target on the little stained glass challenge where they're eliminating people, she was the one who said, why would you come and block me?
No.
She also...
Trishelle?
I will die on the hill of Trishelle deserved to win, for sure. She also was the one who was heavily against Parvati. She also was the one heavily against Dan, and then believed that Dan gave her... a tip about it being Phaedra. She was the one that clocked that. Yeah. So, and had Dan not done that, because we also have to talk about the reunion.
I don't think that Trishelle did anything. I think that Dan ruined the strategy of the Traitors. My opinion of Trishelle is that she was white womaning all over.
I cannot with you.
No.
A white womaning all over?
Yeah. 100%. The extreme first episode. No, you need to listen.
I'm listening. I'm gonna listen to you white woman this. So you go right ahead.
The first episode, when I was watching it, I said, this is giving exactly what Peppermint said it was giving, which was bullying. It was giving, this came out of nowhere. This came out of, like, why did you think that she was having such an extreme reaction? I thought it was so targeted, and I felt like every single time Trishelle voted, she voted with the masses. Anytime she led the charge on a vote, it was wrong. She often was wrong.
We will.
The only times that she was with the majority where she was like 100% it's them was when she was with the Peter pals. They carried her to the end. If you got Peter to the end, even though I didn't like him, I would have said Peter earned that.
Peter earned it more than Trishelle in a lot of ways. I will agree with you there. I don't think that she white womaned. I think you have to watch. Have you watched the challenge? Like the series?
No, I have not watched the series.
You need to watch the series and just see how that, because they talked about it in the reunion. The players, the competitors versus the reality stars. So wildly different approaches to the game.
Yeah.
Watch Trishelle as a player. Watch them on the challenge, and you can kind of see there's so much more cutthroat. I do think also we have to keep in mind that there's a lot of editing that they're filming all day, every day. They said that breakfast is at like 9 in the morning, and then they film until 1 at night, and then they get technically they get an 8-hour break for sleep because they have to for contracts. But So interesting. To me, we should do a poll. Did Trishelle deserve to win? Yes
CT,
or no?
yes. Trishelle, no.
But I'm saying we should do just a poll. We should add it and see what people think. But let's go through these
Peter
people.
made it, even if John made it, I would have been like, yes, you deserved it. Because Peter played in a really great game, and he led the charge on
Peter did a good...
Dan,
Peter was a really good game.
and Phaedra.
Agreed. Okay. People that they're suggesting for Traitors 3.
Good idea.
Monica Garcia from Real Houses of Salt Lake. Monica.
A good one. A
good one. Just controversial. Still very much in the public eye. Boston Rob from Survivor. An amazing choice.
Such a good idea.
Kristen Cavalieri, Laguna Beach in the Hills. Super interesting. I'd love to see what she's like on TV. Rachel Lindsay from The Bachelorette. Craig Conover from Southern Charm. I don't know how well he'd be, but he'd be cool to watch.
Honestly, I think it would make me hate him because
Devon from Big Brother. Do you watch Big Brother? So I know Devon. She's really great. Jason Kelsey. A dream. Make him a traitor. Make Jason Kelsey a traitor and make me fall in love with him even more. Because if he had to be like, just like all of a sudden we see a very different dynamic side of him. I live for that. I don't know if
he could ever.
Spencer and Heidi Pratt, both of them.
Oh, Spencer would be good.
Spencer would be good, and I think having his wife there, very good too. A little Larsa Pippen and whatever. Taylor Hale, she's from Big Brother. Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset.
She has a villain
The Fashions, villains for sure. Stassi. Vanderpump Rules.
No, I think she's too boring for reality TV these days.
Yeah, but I would love to see what she'd be like now. And also, she loves death. She loves that whole vibe.
True.
So it'd be interesting. John,
yes,
Cochran.
Put me in a coffin.
Cochran from Survivor. Do you watch Survivor?
No, not
Cochran,
really.
he's epic. He's a famous. You don't watch Big Brother, but Tiffany from Big Brother. Scott Disick would be an interesting pick. Marlo Hampton.
Marlo would be great.
Real House of Atlanta. I think they actually need to go into different franchises now because we got Sheree and
yeah, they need
Phaedra. I want New York Housewives and I want Miami, or not a Miami.
But also I think they need to pull from different reality TV shows.
Yeah, but
to keep it interesting.
But it's Peacock, so they have relationships with some of these.
I need more Love Island contestants.
Carson Kressley, Snooki.
Snooki would be good.
Cody Rigsby, the trainer. Megan King Edmonds. Tiffany New York. I think she'd be excellent. Gemma Collins from Celebrity Big Brother. She'd be really funny. Michelle from Survivor. Derek from Big Brother. Lindsay Hubbard from Summer House. I would love a Craig Connor and Paige on there.
No, I want Craig
Paige
and Austin.
No, I hate the two of them together.
I know, but that's why it would be so interesting.
I wouldn't be able to watch.
They're so
stupid too. I'd murder them just to shut them up.
But like the two of them are so dumb together.
That's true. Kelly Wentworth, Shea Coulee from drag, Kelly Catrone from the Hills.
I would love more from the drag queens.
And then Andy Roddick. Now, those are people that are just saying these are people that are in the game, whatever else. Do you have anybody that you are dying to see on Traitors?
Ginger Minch. Actually, if you got Bob the drag queen on there, or even Monet Exchange.
Monet Exchange would be great.
I don't think you could get both of them on the same season. They're too close.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, Monet would be so good. But Bob, he's smart.
Yes. So I think people from the challenge I would love to see. I would love to see Johanna. I'd love to see Wes. I would love to see probably, I mean, there's a couple of like go-tos that like appear all the time, but they already did CT, Johnny Bananas, Trishelle. Although Trishelle, I think Kelly.
Tyler Cameron from The Bachelor.
Oh, he'd be smart.
And
maybe like, I don't love him, but it'd be good TV. Todrick Hall, controversial, but big personality. Sharon Osbourne, she just entered into Celebrity Big Brother. So like Kelly Osbourne would be cool. I think someone maybe somewhat, if we're going to do like a politically adjacent, because we've kind of had one or two of those each season, it'd be fun to have someone like Meghan McCain, solely because she's on TV and fairly controversial and commentator, or
Stephen Colbert.
No, who am I thinking of? Who does Trevor Noah? I think he's way too busy.
Yeah.
But I think he'd be
Meghan
cool
McCain
to watch.
is a good call, though. I feel like she has enough reality TV, like because she was on The View.
Right.
Has connections to celebrities, but like would say interesting things.
Yeah. So we want to know, who do you think should be on Traitors season 3? And do you think that they should do, and I think they should, do an all celebrity cast again? Or should they do like season 1
like
where
half
they
and
mixed half and half? You liked half and half.
I loved half and half because there's different power dynamics in play there. Where like the average people are like, do I trust this celebrity because they're a celebrity,
right?
And there's power dynamics there, or do I trust them because we've created a friendship?
Now,
Plus,
are you watching
the
UK?
pain of them losing?
Is so
spoiler
real.
alert, was so much worse.
Andy
in the first episode
with Sari,
when they lost.
when Andy found out Sari was a traitor, and just was gutted.
Yeah.
So sad. Now, are you watching UK versions of Traitors?
It yet,
I'm
but
now
I'm so
4
excited.
episodes in. I live. It's so good.
Okay.
I
so
love
excited.
the host. I mean, I like Alan Cummings too, but this host is so fire. I love her. I really need Australia season 2 to release on Peacock. I think they're going to do it like Australia will, or UK will finish, and then they'll bring in Australia, and then they'll announce who's the cast for season 3.
My only beef with Traitors at the moment is that I'm like, not every competition needs to end within the last 10 seconds. Like, I feel like they pretend like we're in the last 10 seconds every time, and I'm like.
Now, there was an interesting way of, I'm trying to think of, in the challenge, they're kind of doing it, the season that we're on right now is really interesting, where you individually win money, and then if you eliminate someone, you get to take their money. It's just a different way to play the game. They don't do that all the time, but I would love to see a different way instead of pooling, because it's like $250,000 possible, and we only made 200, in 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
I would love a different structure for the money. But like in the mole, every failed mission was money that would then like be somewhat attributed to the mole. Something like that is kind of cool.
You know what would be a good one? Somebody from the cast. Wayne something from the cast of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
Oh, he's good too.
Because I would love comedic energy on there too.
The show like Deal or No Deal. No, not
yeah,
that
something
one,
like that.
Something like that.
He would be so good on there because it would be like funny energy while also being like interesting. He would be a good one.
Yeah. I think someone too, like, I think it'd be cooler. I liked that they had Maxim Cherkowski from Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have like Whitney Carson or Lindsay Arnold, just because I, one, know them, and two, they're Utah royalty. But it'd cool to have someone like young like that, that just provides a different foil. Kind of like what Bergie did. He was kind of like not viewed, but he just added.
I would like Love Island people.
Wait, wouldn't it be really fun to be a casting director for a show like that? We'd be great at
fun.
it. Wait, NBC, call us, Peacock, call us.
I know there's people who have
We've got some
worked
ideas.
very hard for that job for a while, but
we'll take it.
Just give it to us.
Just give it to us. We're cute. All right, anything else, my queen, that you want to go over before we go celebrate your birth?
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hey, please do us smell burnt toast. Is it a burnt bagel? Do us a favor. Share the episode.
Yeah.
Comment on it. Even if you share the story, help spread a little something on the pod. We'd really love that.
Share
we love getting to do
with
this.
Your friends.
Share it. Just share a reel or something. We would love that. So, and then we will talk to you guys next week
hopefully
when we figure out how we're going to. We will hear from you.
You will hear from us eventually.
Amen. All right.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Bye.